Hey guys. Okay, so this is part 2 of our twin flame reading. I've already pulled 3 decks, so let's see what more the spirit guides have to tell you. Basically, you just intuitively bring your energy to me and ask your questions internally or out loud, whatever you want to do, and then we'll see what comes up for you. So let's get going. Oh, yes, my name's Kat, and this is my channel, Pure Premonitions. Give your girl a like, a subscribe, a share. Hype me up. Because honestly, this is all for you guys. This is for the collective. I've always had a natural gift for just being psychic, right? And I do this for my friends, my family, and I finally said, you know what? I got to do this on the internet. And it was scary. It was scary at first, but I was like, I got to do it. And now I love it. I absolutely love it. So this is for you guys. Okay. Let's see what's coming up for us. What's going on for my collective? You should go back and watch part 1, but I'll be nice and kind of, as we're going, show you what's being clarified. So we just had the 9 of Swords for our what's at hand. So overall situation, but it was in the reversal. So I feel like we're coming out of this time of anxiety and depression. I love that. We're like stepping into an era of peace, getting rid of any negativity. Let's clarify over this mental clarity coming. Honeymoon stage. We love this. So it says enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Are you guys going on holiday soon? Or are you taking a vacation where you might meet your person, your somebody, the person on your mind, a romantic partner? We like this. It may be in Italy because that's what's depicted here. You definitely have an angel that's watching over this connection. So maybe an ancestor, maybe just a spirit guide. But you have an angel watching over your backs, both of you. Check it out. We've got the angel right here. So beautiful. Look how calm the waters are. So really, like, again, the emotional clarity is coming through. It's smooth sailing. The sun is out. It's still a little cloudy. So again, I feel like we're still like, we're moving away. They're drifting forward. We're moving away from any clouded judgment in the past. See how we had some dark clouds here, but we're coming through that with some mental clarity into peace, which I love. Maybe you're going to take a gondola ride, or maybe this is your sign that in the future you're going to have a honeymoon in Italy, or you should travel to Italy to meet your person. You guys are going to go there together at some point, something like that. I love that for us. Okay, we had the Queen of Swords in reverse, so in the past. So somebody is just trying to find their independence. They could have been unjust in their ruling, whatever actions that they decided to take in the past. We had the High Priestess and Foundation. So it's like, oh no, excuse me. High Priestess is in the present. We had a Foundation in the past. So they were focused on establishing themselves, creating some kind of independent security. But there was an objective truth that was being hidden. Or maybe they couldn't even be honest with themselves yet. Like mentally, there was just too much anguish there. So let's see what's going on. There were some religious factors potentially that could have been at play, or you guys are from 2 different parts of the world. Any kind of third-party situation. There was obviously a spiritual path here. Maybe your upbringings were very different, but there was some kind of influence here that affected your love life. We also have a crown. Maybe there was some kind of like classism or hierarchy system that you didn't meet the standards of. We have all of the religions showing here. So Catholic, Judaism, we even have the Ankh and the Om symbol. I love this. Okay, so that's why that they had to make the decisions that they had to make. They were being influenced by some third-party energy. Third parties don't have to be a specific person per se. It could be differencing in opinions of jobs. You know, you guys could have lived at a distance. You guys could have come from different upbringings. All of the sorts, you know, could have interfered with that foundation. That's why the Magician was in reverse too. Yeah, they obviously felt like they had a lack of confidence. Or again, this all could be roles reversed too. So I could be picking up energy of you. Maybe you didn't have the confidence and you were pulled away to work on your talents and create a plan and get out of this like narcissistic, manipulative energy. So let's see. Let's see what's going on presently for you. Finances and career. So money is affecting this union from happening. Let's just be honest. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. I'm really picking up on that they just didn't have the security. They didn't have the foundation yet, financially, emotionally, mentally. They needed to work on that. They needed to grow those seeds that had been planted. That's showing me like maybe there was an age gap here. Somebody could have been younger. But we have this divine feminine depicted here on this card. And she's knee deep in a shallow pond. And she is touching the water, grazing her hand against some flowers. So it really is showing me here that the feminine was willing to get, you know, more in depth than the masculine emotionally. The divine feminine was definitely tending to this growth a little bit more so than the masculine, since there's no masculine depicted here. But again, anybody could tune into feminine or masculine energy. It's just what I'm seeing, what's depicted on the card here. And that's clarified over the high priestess. So I'm really feeling like the divine feminine in this situation had the hidden knowledge. They were the ones with the intuitive sense. You could be a psychic too. You could do tarot cards, be a witchy woman like me and play with crystals and, you know, work with Mother Nature. But yeah, through this energy, there was a lot of releasing. We were letting go of old paradigms, old ways of thinking, old ways of reacting, letting go of any lack of faith. Really moving away from insecurities and a lack of self-trust, right? We don't want to be disconnected from our source energy any longer. So that's the lesson here that's being learned, and how to stabilize, grow, and maintain financial security or security in your career, finding yourself, finding your purpose, your passions, right? Okay, and then in the future placement, we had some boundaries that needed to be set. A Knight of Cups that just wasn't ready to give emotionally. There could have been some jealousy in a situation here. It created someone to overreact or be a little bit moody. That led to some disappointment. The imagination ran wild a bit. But I will say good news is that this divine masculine is stepping into their authoritative role. We had the Emperor card show up. 4 could be significant. Maybe 4 days, I just got 4 hours. Ooh, 4 weeks. I'm not thinking 4 months, even though this isn't the future placement, but I just think that's too long from now. Okay. All right. So boundaries. Somebody has to release an ex or maybe a third party situation here. They could have used somebody as a distraction. But your angels are like, my goodness, what are they doing? We got to let this energy go. So the time has come to clear your energy. Yeah. It doesn't necessarily have to be, like an XX, but if you do want this honeymoon with your divine feminine and your divine masculine in this twin flame union, this is a twin flame reading, then there is some old energy, some karmic old energy that needs to be released. Look at the angels are just like fed up with they're trying to help us out and we just don't listen sometimes, and they're just like, oh my gosh. But you have the moonlight energy here too. And there's so much greenery, so much abundance. There's a lot of growth that's happening through this release. Look at it. The word release came up twice for us. I like to always show you guys how these things correlate. This comes from the present position in a physical, so in the 3D plane. And then this is in the future placement. So you're still working on releasing in order for this Emperor to come through, right? We have releasing. Release. You're meant to release something. That's all I'm saying. And then we have the sun and moon energy. So sun, that's giving me Leo. Moon, that's giving me Pisces. Any fire or water signs are relevant. Yeah, we're being guided here. And we had a lot of air too. Yeah, there's no, let me see. No, before I speak too soon. We have water, we have air, fire. I'm not seeing earth, but that doesn't mean that we don't need to ground ourselves. Okay? All right, let's continue. What does my collective need to know? What do they need to know? What's up with this honeymoon? Are they going on a honeymoon together? Are we stepping into this blissful state together? Because this is our what's at hand. This is like what the energy that wants to come through. Do both parties want this energy to come through? It says that they're going to enjoy bliss on holiday together. Now, what's going on here? The Chariot. Yes, somebody's coming through. So in part one, we had Three of Pentacles come in. So that's my reconciliation card. And it came up twice for our hidden, like what you don't see. And we have 1313 on the clock right now. So there's a doorway. There's a doorway opening up. Those are master numbers. 4 and 4, that's foundation, right? The foundation that's being built, that's being created. The doorway is opening. You can't make this stuff up. I'm not making this up, okay? This is the message that your twin flame needs to tell you. 7 could be significant as well. 7 days. Somebody could be born on the 7th. It could be a favorite number. Lucky number 777. 7 weeks. Okay. I'm no longer passive when it comes to our connection. I'm determined to take solid actions to make it stronger and last longer. The Chariot energy is coming through strong. This is somebody who wants to move forward. They're just finding their way through all of this, right? Through this journey. They needed to release some old baggage. We needed to set some boundaries. We needed to work on our finances and career, build a foundation and some security. Believe in this High Priestess energy and the Star energy, right? Get this a few of the cards were in reversal. So we needed to change that old negativity, release any depression, anxiety. So I absolutely love this, that they're coming forward, or you're stepping forward towards union. And then you guys can go on holiday together into this honeymoon energy. So oh my gosh. I had what number was it? What number was it? I'm forgetting the number, but I pulled some angel numbers earlier, and one of them was about traveling. I think there was a 7 in there. I'm not making this up. Go back and watch it. When I'm channeling, I don't remember everything, so it'll maybe come back to me, maybe it won't, but you go back and fact check me. Okay, in the past. The Two of Pentacles, yeah, they had a lot of decisions. They were weighing and juggling a lot, right? Love, career, love, money, family, friendships, all of this. And to be clarified over there being all of these different religious factors or difference in upbringings and this spiritual path that just needed to take precedence, right? So Two of Pentacles, this is their message. I get my value from my work. So they're very hardworking individuals. Or you could be that hardworking individual. So I tend to take more than I can handle. Does it sound familiar? I don't know how to balance my work life and my love life. Yeah, I get it. Trust me, I get it. So you guys, this is what it's all about. Having to balance these things. Having to balance all of these. Okay. Wrong placements. Let's put that back. Okay. And over the finances and career. Oh, it's in reverse. King of Cups. Yeah. So presently, still, they're not feeling grounded emotionally yet. What's new? We already know this from everything that I've told you. What they want to feel, what they want to, the energy that they want to step into, they're just not quite there yet, the message. I feel grounded in my emotions and I want to hold you. I'm not letting other things or people bring us down. I'm here for you. They want to be there for you. You want to be there for them. Remember, you guys are a mirror. If this is truly your twin flame, you guys are mirrors of each other. But it was in reverse. So obviously we did let other things, factors, and people bring us down. And that's okay. Because the energy is still there. They still want this emotional security and support. They want to hold you. You want to hold them. Or else you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be part of my collective listening to these if this wasn't true. So yeah, the High Priestess. Ooh, excuse me. Let me pick that up. The High Priestess, I'm telling you, the Divine Feminine is in her energy. She has this intuition. The King of Cups is not quite there yet. And that's why, since this is in the present placement, if they're not ready to step up and take that king's throne emotionally, that's why in the future placement, they are coming through as the Knight of Cups in the reversal. So they're not quite ready to offer this love, their emotional truth into the year of the Fire Horse. Again in reverse. 10 of Wands. You guys could have it all. You could have it all. Kidding me? 10 of Wands. This is where you guys know. You know who you are. You know what you want to do, what your purpose is. But some things, factors, again, take place. Okay, so it says, I tend to take on more tasks than I can handle. So I can distract myself from my feelings until I fall into exhaustion or illness. So be mindful. Take better care of yourselves. You got to sleep. You got to eat right. You got to work out. You got to do what you love. You got to make time for your passions, for your purpose, for your creative self, you got to get out and dance or sing or play your musical instruments or draw, paint, write, create. That's what it's all about. Showing the world who you really are internally on a soul level. Speak from the heart, act from the heart. Because this 10 of Wands is a lot to carry. There's so many factors here that have been weighing you guys down. But you could have it all if you just recognize, like, we got to drop all this. We got to drop all the insecurities, all the fears, and just step forward into tending to ourselves on a soul level. So mentally clear the energy, emotionally we'll feel much better. And then spiritually, you can come into union, into self-union, and then into the 3D physical union with your lover. Release again. That's clarified over releasing. It literally says, the time has come to clear your energy. And she's holding on, this angel here is holding on to a document. It's telling me that this is like a contract. This is, a union that has been divinely orchestrated, and there has been a soul contract. So we need to go through all of these steps, unfortunately, and recognize how much we've been carrying and let go of all that stuff that's no longer serving you. Okay, let's keep going. Dun, dun, dun. Just gonna keep it moving. I talk a lot, I know. I'm sorry, guys, but I can't help it. It's whatever's coming through to me. Ooh, look at this. Partying. They've been distracting themselves, or you've been distracting yourself. But it's a good thing. You're supposed to have fun. You're supposed to spend time with some friends. Maybe somebody's going to go to the beach. You're happily single, and that's okay. Maybe you guys needed this time to be by yourself, to have some fun. And that doesn't mean sleep around with everybody. Use protection if you are, but explore what the world has to offer. And that's a beautiful thing, because we learn lessons from every single person that we come across. You are meant to just live in the moment right now. But through living in the moment right now, you learn the proper lessons that you're meant to in order to draw you closer to making this decision of the Chariot, to move forward towards your real truth. Once you find that mental clarity, this independence, you realize that you want to enjoy the bliss that you're feeling on holiday together with somebody that gives you these honeymoon feels. Look at these lovers there. So it's okay. We're partying a bit right now. Have some fun. Oh, I see it's soccer. Oh, I love soccer. I used to play soccer as a kid. I thought it was volleyball at first. I just assumed. Don't make assumptions. Because we got some soccer players here. Or some football players. Okay. In the past, the golden mirror. What did I say earlier about you guys being a reflection of each other? Okay, there's longing here. Oh my goodness. Remember earlier I said that there's an apology coming up, and then I accidentally flipped this card. You guys have been longing for each other, craving one another, aching, wanting this. I'm just saying. And realizations is right under that. There's an epiphany happening. It's coming. The light bulb is going to turn on. There's understandings, awakenings. Okay. That just flipped out at me. It had to be said. What was I going to show you? This. The Queen of Swords in the past in reversal. So what did I say? Somebody wasn't honest. Somebody wasn't just. They didn't make a fair ruling with themselves mentally or with you, right? What they spoke to you was probably not the truth. It was very objective, and they were just thinking about themselves independently, a bit selfishly, and it was cutthroat. It hurt. It cut through to the heart. They were showing some narcissistic tendencies. That's not to say that they're a narcissist. We all go through these moments where we're a bit self-absorbed and think one-sided, but it comes from the ego trying to be in self-protection mode. In the beginning, there could have been love bombing, and that's not to say that it wasn't from a place of truth. And then right after, maybe they took it back. So there was a lot of self-reflection that needed to be had here to really find the breath, right? The moment. There's baby's breath on this card. So to come back to your innocence, to come back to your truth, to come back into the present moment, realize the breath and say, like, was this just? Was this fair? Was I truly acting through what the Queen of Swords energy should be, right? Honest and fair? No, they weren't, unfortunately. Or you weren't, if this is you who I'm talking about. And that's okay. Don't beat yourself up. I'm not like pointing fingers. I'm just saying we're all human, but you have to learn from these lessons. So if you have learned from these lessons and you realize that maybe you've hurt somebody's feelings, an apology is probably needed. Give him some roses. There were 3 red roses on that card. I think that could come in handy and be appreciated. Yeah, there's an ego death. There is an ego death that has to happen. We've got the coffin card here over the King of Cups in reverse. So this King of Cups needs to have an ego death. We need to release anything that's holding you back. It's clarifying over the release card as well. This is a transition time. You're meant to be liberated through these lessons, reborn. There's beautiful white flowers here too. And I feel you, I see like you guys walking through a field of wheat or big stalks that are moving with the wind. But there's an ending here. And it's not to say that it won't be tragic. Like the ego, when it needs to go, it's going to hold on tight. It's a dark night of the soul journey. It's not going to be easy, but it is going to be what needs to happen in order for the new you to have space to come through. And then you can step into that King of Cups energy and really tap into your emotional self, who you're meant to be, your truth that you're meant to speak, settling with the honesty of how you feel and being able to share that, speak that truth. Over the 10 of Wands, old school. So old school, we're clarifying over the 10 of Wands. Remember, you're holding on to that baggage. Old school says outdated thinking. Get rid of the old paradigm. Get rid of the old negative, anxiety-ridden thoughts, because you should be at your breaking point. You should recognize that all cost you so many nights where it was stress-induced, you couldn't sleep right, you weren't taking care of yourself, you were in this funk and this depression. We need to get out of that. That was a conditioning. That was a conditioning from old past traumas, maybe from your childhood, maybe even from past lives, ancestral traumas that you are meant to release. You are breaking your ancestors' curses, right? Breaking ancestral traumas, getting rid of them. Get rid of the old conditioned mindsets. We're done with that. We need to release, cleanse. There's depicted some old tapes, cassette tapes, that are obviously destroyed. Get rid of the old, in with the new. You're both like replaying events in your head, maybe from the past, even prior to this relationship coming into your life. And yeah, we need to stop replaying any negativity in our minds. That's not going to help any situation. Let go of that. Typically, I say that I like old school stuff, but in this context, we got to cleanse the space. We got to cleanse the area mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Let that 10 of Wands go. Drop the baggage. Release it. Release it. Right? Okay. What do I want? What do I want? I feel like I'm going to keep going. 30 minutes. Ah! Can your attention spans take it? Go a little longer. Let's see what your advice is. What is your advice from your angels, from this divine love connection, this divine twin flame union? Look at these cards. They're so cute. These little doves. Oh, that's the one. Okay. For our what's at hand, what's your advice? Cupid! Love is in the air. And I love that because this coming up week is the day of love and reconciliations and apologies and forgiveness and love, right? Cupid's bow and arrow shot you guys in the booty. Love is in the air when Cupid's around. Valentine's Day is coming up. Who do you really want to spend it with? Look at, what did I say about that angel watching over you? The angel that wants this reunion to happen, this honeymoon, this happily ever after. That angel. In the past, synchronicities. Bumblebees could be significant, or little yellow flowers. A divine soul counterpart relationship is blessed with amazing moments of synchronicity. All of those really tough, dark times were for a reason. There's no such thing as a coincidence. As Bogart shows up. This is my past life lover. He's my boyfriend from another life. All of the synchronicities were meant to happen. It was fated. This union, this divine soul counterpart relationship that's blessed. All of the amazing synchronicities and moments were meant to happen. Just know that. You're the bee's knees. Both you guys. This is divine counterparts here. You can't make it up. Oh, look at it. But we want to keep running away from it. You can't drop the ball on your divine counterpart. Don't drop this. This is your person. Okay. Excuse you, sir. You're in the way. I'll accept it, though. Honor. What did I say? That this is about liberation and new beginnings. It's a transition time that we're being reborn. And there's honor here. And I love this depiction. It's like, wow, the ocean is split. And the divine masculine is on one side and the feminine is on the other. And the feminine is like coming through in a dance position with like an open heart. And the masculine's got his hand and he's pulling her through. It says, honor your loved one and you will notice your relationship becoming stronger. Honor this. Look at this connection. Right? Those souls from part one, I was talking about how we had a one-on-one on the cards and they were pulled apart, but now they're being pulled back together. Ooh, heart. And they're in wedding clothes. You can't make this up with the honeymoon card for our what's at hand. Whoa. Once all of this energy is released that no longer serves you, you can come together in physical union. You begin to feel your heartbeat faster when you are close. The next time you come into union, you're going to feel that knowing, that divine, intuitive knowing in your heart, in your soul, that this is your person. You're both going to feel it. Look at this. They're in wedding clothes. Are you kidding me? Maybe even a baby coming. Sorry, not sorry. But it's just the placement of their hands over her solar plexus. You've definitely got some fertile energy here, even if it's not physically a baby just yet. If you don't want the energy right now, that's okay. Don't call it in. You manifest your own reality. But this is how divine this union and connection is in this heart space. Your heart's going to know it. You're going to just get the feels, those butterflies in your stomach. The next time that you guys see each other and you come close together, you're going to feel your heartbeat racing. And that's how you know. This is your sign. This is your message from the spirit guides, from your higher self. This is it. Oh, and we've got 35:35 on the clock right now. So again, another doorway. 8 and 8. This is divine. This is fated. This is literally the infinity symbol coming through, opening up. You guys meet in the center of that infinity symbol to make this honeymoon energy come through. Heart space. You can't make it up. I'm just speaking from my intuitive knowing. Anywho, my name's Kat again. This is where we make more magic. My channel, Pure Premonitions. This is Bogart, my cutie. My cutie, Mr. Old Guy. He's over 10, but I love him. Yeah, this is your divine counterpart. It's definitely your soulmate twin flame, so don't question it. You're going to know it. Next time you guys come close together into physical union, you're going to feel that heartbeat racing. So that's my message for you from the collective, the soul source energy. Okay. Well, I hope you have a beautiful night or day, because we're coming into Saturday. And I love you guys. So I'll see you soon. Bye.